Hello, NurseFelly is back on page. Please remember to subscribe, to comment, and to share. And I also have a YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to my channel. Today I will be talking about the battling cyst, and it is as a result of the disorder of the battling gland. Don't mind the grammar. If you look at the female vagina, for example, the edge between the vagina and the anal region, remember the one you commonly call vagina, that surface is the vulva. In between the vulva, before you see your anus, there is a little depression there. That is where this battling gland is located. That is where God creates the battling gland. What is the function of the battling gland? You know that the female reproductive organ, the vagina, especially the vulva area, even after you finish bathing, maybe after like 1 hour or 2 hours after you finish bathing, you've cleaned up your body and all, and you put on your pants, you discover that even when you did not urinate, the way God creates the vagina, the vagina will look a little bit wet. It will look wet. It is the battling gland that make your vagina area to be wet. You see the reason why I say you should subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be unveiling many things to us in this page. So the function of that battling gland is to lubricate your vagina so that your vagina will not be dry as if you are already in your menopause. You are not yet 50. Your vagina is dry. Sometimes the reason why that vagina is dry is because the battling gland that God creates there, puts there to lubricate your vagina, is not functioning well. And once that battling gland is blocked, remember when a gutter is blocked, what happens? You see that everywhere will be smelling. There will be swelling of the debris there. The same thing happens to the battling gland. The battling gland that is supposed to be lubricating the vulva area, sometimes it will not be blocked. And once this thing happens, gradually you will be seeing something will be swelling as if initially it will start as if it's a pimple under that place between your vulva area and your anus, that depression there. You will be touching it. Sometimes it will even be sweating you before you know what is happening, because every day the battling gland produces lubrication, a fluid that lubricates the vulva. So that thing will be increasing in size. The battling cyst will be growing in size. Sometimes you will try and cut it to as if you want to press it. You can't press it because it's covered with skin. But you don't like the way that thing is. Some persons experience this. We see it in the hospital like that. And this thing, because it's no longer lubricating your vagina, even when you are having sex with your partner or with your husband, you find out that your vagina area is very dry. Battling cyst is no longer working. Now, because it's blocked, it will not battling gland is no longer working. Because now it's blocked, it will not be producing something like a ball-like substance. And this thing will be increasing in size. Some people will tell you, go and sit on top of hot water. Go and press it. These are the things some of our guests are doing, just to make sure that that cyst removed. You find out that even applying all those methods, the thing is not working. Some people will pour some antiseptics inside hot water and they will sit on it. The more you sit up on top of harsh things, harsh chemical, use more soap to wash that area, the more the gland will not produce fluid. The more your vaginal area will be dry. The more that cyst that looks small that time, that is very tiny, the more it will be increasing in size. That is not all. It will grow to the point that it can even look like the shape of an egg. And now, when some of these people want to have an intercourse, they will not be having painful sexual intercourse because of battling cyst, as a result of blockage of the battling gland. These are the things that occur. Somebody might be asking, why is the cyst growing? What brought about battling cyst growing? Now I want to go into that. The reason why battling cyst started is because that normal lubrication, natural lubrication that God has put there, you interrupted it. How did you interrupt it? I will tell you now. This is how you interrupted it. One of it is using chemical substance As I've earlier mentioned, one of the signs and symptoms of battling cyst before the cyst starts increasing in size is redness and pain around the vulva area, the labia majora and the menorrhagia. You see that the person is experiencing pain. The person also experiences pain during sexual intercourse. They will have not been exposed to sex up to 5 minutes. The person is already feeling pain. Even at the penetrating area, the person is feeling pain because of the vaginal area, the vulva area is dry. Battling gland is no longer producing fluid to lubricate the vagina, except the couple use lubricants before sexual intercourse. That's when the pain will not be there as much. Then another thing is that the person experiences pressure when she wants to sit down. She finds out that there is pressure. Why? Because the cyst has developed. So sitting down, she is no longer comfortable sitting. And at the extreme stage of this battling cyst, the cyst will have access inside this cyst. Like that egg now, the way you have fluid inside egg, the person will have access formation. And once there is an access formation, this individual will be one or two on and off fever. Today she will experience fever. 2 days time she will experience fever, even after taking antipyretic, paracetamol and thereabout to bring down fever. She still experiences fever. It's because the battling cyst has already formed access. Now it's no longer what you will just sit on hot water to relieve it. It is that early stage of battling cyst that it can be relieved with hot water. At this point in time, it needs an expert management. I advise you to go to the hospital, whereby that access that has been formed will be aspirated. They will aspirate the access. They will drain it out. And once this one is drained out, you find out that this battling cyst can even give them sleepless night, because there is already an access. The person will not be sleeping well. Once they remove the access, that night when she gets home, she will be able to sleep like a baby. Not just that, after they've removed the access, sometimes they will take a sample. They call it MCS, microscopic culture and sensitivity, to find out the right medication that will be used to treat this infection. And once the right medication is used, you find out that battling cyst will not grow back. Sometimes, depending on the severity of this battling cyst, after the access has been removed, sometimes they can even just put a little cut on the battling cyst and remove the whole access. And after doing that, they will put a small catheter, like a pipe, into the access. Then they will put some medications and do some kind of flushing. This will also help to prevent recurrence of battling cyst. I've seen some ladies, after treating battling cyst, 2-3 months after treatment, another small cyst will start forming. You know why? There is already an interruption with the battling gland. That is the reason why, if your own has started forming an access, I advise you go to the hospital for a proper management, so that they will do the right thing, so that battling cyst will not come back. But I have a good news for you. If you are on your late 30, going towards 40, we find out that women at that range, they don't come up with battling cyst. Do you know why? The reason is because the battling gland, when a woman is above 35, 40 and thereabout, the battling gland, the rate of secretion of moisture around the vaginal area decreases. And because it's not producing more fluid at when she was at her early 20 and her early 30, there is a tendency that this lady will not have a battling cyst, because there is a decrease in the production of the fluid that lubricates the vulva area. But that tender age, 18, 20, 25 and thereabout, once there is an interruption in this battling gland, battling cysts begin to produce. Please, if you like this video, like, share and comment. See you in my next video. Thank you.